And we are live. Welcome,
Well,
everybody, to the Elsewhere podcast.
well, hello.
We're back with just Jen Reacts, who is an OG, one of the original people, way back when the stream was more ratchet than it is now. Um, before we knew what the hell we were doing. Not like, not like I know what I'm doing now, but
Yeah, me either. I just kind of wing it.
well, I'm just hoping that I'm trying to wait to see if anybody's chats are popping up. I'm like, why aren't they popping up? Is it? Can people
I
hear
seen
us?
Chill Rock was here, so hey, Chill Rock. I see Stuart Lone Wolf Holloway and Krista Holloway. The Wolves are here. They just celebrated their anniversary and birthdays.
Aw.
Christmas is coming up any day now, I think.
Oh God, help us all.
I'm telling you, we're getting old, fool. We're getting old. Hey, there's my spare key. Huh.
I just
Right.
want one person in the chat to say, "Hey, I can hear you. You're good." Just one.
Let me check on YouTube. I shut it off. YouTube, say hello. Say hello. Ooh, Adrian BJ just put out the Tom McDonald reaction. Nice,
Oh, nice.
guys. Yes, why am I on my channel? Because I'm an idiot, that's why.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Chill Rock. Thank you. See, that's all I needed. I just needed
All right.
Because remember, there was one not too long ago where I had set it up on mobile and then went live on my PC and it jacked everything up.
Ah, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and it was live for like 20 minutes. And people are like, "Wow, they're really late."
One?
No, it was Aaron Easton.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
This is important. Get in here, dog. I see what you're doing. Get in here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Kids.
Because honestly, this is how it goes. Because Jen's a little low. How is she possible? I'm kidding.
No, probably because my YouTube is open. Hold on, let me. There we go.
But no, this is kind of how it works. Because, for example, today I worked and then I was modding for Truth and then I made dinner for my kid, and then here I am. So it's been a slam-packed day.
You're one of the busiest people I've ever met.
And you know what's funny, because I can make myself busy pretty much at any time. And if I'm not busy, I'm probably sitting here reading a book. Like, that's kind of what I do. So
you're like, I'm like one of them people. Hey, kids, stop it, kids. my furry kids are being dickheads. Stop.
Well, I was gonna say, it's like you might as well have a bunch of kids, because not only do you have your small child, you have all the dogs that, you know.
I'm convinced I'm crazy. I don't know what I was thinking.
You're thinking, oh, they're so precious and cute.
Yeah, right. And I got 2 dickhead cats, of course. Your cat and my cat look like cousins.
They might be.
Yeah. My guy's a half Maine Coon, half ragdoll, so he's got that just sweet demeanor. He's really nice. I just put a short up on YouTube, of course. And he was like, "Pet me." And I was like, "All right, fine." And I caved because he's so awesome.
Are you saying that I am ASMR and Jen's always 150%? So you're yelling and I'm like whispering.
Oh.
No, I don't think I don't think so,
that's
because people tell me all the time that I'm really loud. Like louder than everybody else. Hey, figuring out the sound is like the first 15 minutes anyway.
Yeah, you gotta love podcasting going live, dude. It's all hiccups in the beginning, and then especially with the programming that we have to use. Oh yeah. My God. That's the biggest thorn in your side is OBS or Streamlabs or StreamYard.
Well,
just a pain.
Streamlabs doesn't even work on YouTube for me, like to post links and stuff. You're supposed to be able to do like !Jen and it should put your link, but it doesn't work for me, and it hasn't in a long time.
Oh, yeah. It's those stupid updates.
Oh, I know. It updates and it deletes all your settings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up with that, OBS? Ooh, that's my biggest chief complaint. I have not updated OBS. And I'm telling you, probably 10 months. The very second, I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? Let's just update it and see. Oh my God. I was just yesterday, right before my stream, too. It couldn't have happened like on an off day. Nope.
Well, if it did happen on
Literally,
an
I'm
off
like,
day, you wouldn't even know it.
yeah, I know. Because everything else works, but OBS is so wonky for me. I have to open my app and then close it and then open it again. And then there I am. I'm like, dude, this is getting old.
That's what I just had to do. My microphone decided it was like, we don't recognize you. We don't acknowledge your existence.
Yeah. Like, who are you? Come on, Callie. Come on down here. She's tormenting my cat.
Oh, that's nice. No.
Get in it. Well,
My
the other one, like, my Remy gets along great with these girls, but, like, my mother's cat is just antisocial and he's an asshole, so, he doesn't like anybody or anything. You can't even walk by him without him hissing at you.
Oh,
And
we love you back, Stuart.
what's up, Stuart?
He says that we love you, ladies. Aw.
Yeah, love you too, bud. Love you too. God, I can't believe Queen Elizabeth is passed away. I thought she would be like living in her hundreds, man.
She was like Betty White.
I know. The world will not be the same without Queen Elizabeth. It hasn't been the same since Betty White died. I fear for the world now because she kind of kept everybody together. She really pushed strong morals and values and the principles of family. Being married to Philip for God 74 years.
Right.
She just lost her husband. That was so sad and tragic when she lost Prince Philip.
Well, see, here's my take on it. And this is, I don't have a lot to say on it. Obviously, since I've been alive, she's been, the Queen of England. It just is what it is. We all know that, people like absolutely love her. I don't know her personally, so there's only so much I can say. However, what I didn't like is the fact that people came straight in on the memes and the rudeness and the nastiness, and
the left has attacked. The left is literally, she hasn't even been hasn't even had her funeral yet, and the left literally are attacking her.
Yeah.
It's
like, just have some respect, just a little bit,
They have zero.
Well,
they have zero self-respect. They have zero dignity. They're all about just negativity. I swear, there's a troll living in every leftist house that pisses in their cornflakes literally daily, because there's no way that anybody could literally sit there every day and be that negative. And to the Queen of England of all people, are you kidding me? What the hell's wrong with these people? Like, well, I swear to God, they're drinking fucking leaded water.
It's the mentality, honestly. It's the mentality of people that it is acceptable and it is what's the word? Encouraged for people to be negative, nasty, and to find some cause, right? So you're bored, everybody wants their 15 seconds, they flip to something else, 15 seconds, they flip to something else. So they bore easy, right? And they're not doing anything with their life. So what are they doing? They're going to find something to be mad about, because mad takes more effort than being happy. It takes, you actually have to try to be angry, you have to try to be mad, you have to try to be pissed off, and you have to try to find something to be mad about. And so people find this, somebody says some stupid, one-liner, and it was like, ooh, and they jump on it because now they have a cause to run with, and it keeps them occupied for however long.
They're a bunch of bandwagoners. That's what they are. They're a bunch of bandwagoners. Follow the leader, stupid sheeple that can't think on their own. Like, what are we going to be mad about today? Leftists? Well, it's like, get a life, man. Get a life. That misery right there is the reason why they're not going to live longer. I'm telling you, because they're going to be so stressed out their entire lives, they're going to die of, like, heart disease. Watch, you're going to see a bunch of millennials not living nearly as long as, let's say, baby boomers or Gen Xers, because they are these miserable fucks that walk around with a giant chip on their shoulder, pissed off about everything. And like the literal like definition of wokeism is just ridiculous. Like these social justice warriors, you know what? How about stay in your lane and mind your business and let people have their own opinion and be okay with that? No, they can't.
Well, that's the thing. I think, in all honesty, I think there's a point where I just don't care what other people think, to a point, until they start like, it's just like, I don't care if you're driving slow if you stay in your lane, but once you like drive slow in my lane, I get mad. Like,
Oh yeah.
don't push your opinion on me, but have whatever opinion you want, as long as you're not
Right.
forcing anyone to either listen to, adhere to, or repeat it, because we're not an echo chamber. We are not all, minions doing the same thing.
No, but they want them to be. Every leftist thinks the
Well,
same way.
and I'll tell
Like
you right
the
now, though, the flip side, the absolute far, far, far fanatic other side does the same thing. It's that extreme mentality, and all it takes is a
ugh.
whisper, and it's like a waterfall. And then
Yeah.
some
See, I don't
people,
roll with either side. I don't care. I'm not gonna pick either. I don't know. If
that's
I
what I'm
were
saying.
to, I'll stay in the middle where the sane people are, who are allowed to have their own choices and opinions, and allowed to formulate their own opinions based off of facts. I like science. I
Yep.
do. It was one of my favorite subjects in school. I'm a big biology buff as well. And I'm going to stick with what I've always known. I'm going to stick with the pronouns that I've always known. I'm not going to pluralize people. I'm not going to, if you're one single person, I'm not going to call you they, because that means that there's two of you. you know, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't care what you want to be, but I'm not going to like adapt my whole being around somebody's feelings. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like
get
those
that.
that pronoun shit, dude. No, don't get fuck away from me with that.
Well, the whole thing it's again, it's once you tap into pushing someone into, you have to do what I want you to do. That's where I have a problem. Because here's the thing: if this is how you see yourself, by all means, do you, right? But the moment that you are now attacking me because I don't see what you see, I see the sky's blue, not purple, whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
That's when I have a problem, because it's hard it's hard to be respectful when you're attacking someone. So when people, it doesn't matter who it is, right? In what context and what situation. When you're on the attack, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just you're driven by anger. Think about it, any time that you've got into an argument with a friend, a family member, a significant other, whatever, and you just are like, rah, 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 right? And it's just, and
Yeah.
you say stupid shit. You know that what you're saying doesn't quite make sense. You trip over your words. At one point, you're like, maybe I should shut up, but you don't. It just is. And when it's
Yeah.
approved and encouraged for people to behave this way, as long as it's a general consensus that it's approved the subject that they're attacking, then you're
Yeah.
and to me, I think that behavior, I don't care what the reasoning behind it is, I don't think that behavior is good at any time.
Yeah, that's unhealthy as hell. That's a mob mentality. I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. I think it's literally like they attack people, and that's not okay. Especially if they differ in opinion. It's like that is their life mission, to destroy somebody. And if you don't agree and if you don't conform to them, oh my God, that's when the cancel culture breaks out.
No,
And it's just
absolutely. But here's the thing: I tell my kids this, and I don't think they believe me, which I don't blame them, because
mm,
it was true when I was growing up, right? But I
mm,
tell them, I say, the only reason that someone thinks that these are the cool kids is because you guys are saying they're cool, or that they're saying it and you're agreeing with them. If you guys don't think they're cool because they're mean, they're nasty, and they're just not good people, then how they're not cool. I said, if everybody just makes their own personal assessment, say, you know what, I don't like them, so I have no interest in being, quote, in with them, it's no longer a problem. You just do you, and they can do them, right? It's
right.
when you're required to be involved in any type of thing, like, the cool crowd, or try to be like people, stuff like that, that it's detrimental. I told my teen that all the time. You
Yeah.
just, it's people that are at that level where they're the cool kids for in any situation, under any subject, when they're the ones that everybody's listening to, and everybody wants to be.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep pushing you to want to be them, to want to hear them, to want to listen to them, right? Because they're in charge. They don't want to lose that. So, do you think they care about if someone's getting hurt over the negativity that they're spreading? They don't care.
No. No, they don't give a shit.
Exactly. Conversation. Exactly. By the way, Antonio is desperately wanting to know the breeds and the names of your dogs.
Okay, my firstborn, her name is Freya, and that's Freya, like the goddess, the Viking goddess. She is an all black German Shepherd, and she's 4 years old. And she was I got her like I think what about like maybe 2 weeks before Roman was born. So they grew up together, and that's my oldest son's dog. They're bonded, and she's his shadow, and she cracks out when he leaves and watches out the window like she's waiting for her crack dealer to come home. And my other one had just turned 2 on Labor Day. Her name's Callie, like an abbreviation, Callie, Cali, and she is all bronze, no brain whatsoever, muscle bound, block headed Rottweiler that is as stubborn as they come. But they're both ferociously loyal and protective.
What's up, Skulls?
Hey, Skulls. I like Skulls. I think he's all right.
I guess he's coming out. His new song with Keto and Truth is coming out on the 23rd.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. I like that Keto Abashi, man. That guy's all right, man.
Yeah.
I like that guy. I've been watching a couple of his videos here and there, and I like him. Truth is just awesome.
Yeah. Well, obviously Truth and Keto both live in Atlanta. And
Yeah.
so they actually hang out together now. They have a channel together, which I think has like one video. But they record in Keto's studio together.
Oh, cool. Like I wish I was there longer because I had such a blast. Because King Blitz and Queen Bee Reacts, husband and wife, they're from right up there by Atlanta, and so is Mr. L. Boyd's. So there's a lot of reactors that come out of Atlanta, and we just had one hell of a time. And I wish I could have stayed longer because I would have been able to meet more people, but the people that I did meet, I'm so grateful for, and they're so helpful and knowledgeable and willing to just take you under their wing and be like, here, let me show you the way, and they're good people. It's not like you get some YouTubers, that they get a little bit of success and not even a lot of success like these guys have, right. But a little bit, and they're like, they look down on people, like, especially new people and people just starting out, asking questions. You get crickets, you get treated poorly, but not these guys. And collectively, they have millions of subscribers, and rightfully so, because they're good people and they deserve the best.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I think the biggest mistake that people make is underestimating or dismissing the tiny little people. Like, please dismiss me. Right?
Right.
Dismiss me. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know.
Yeah, Kat's got reach, man. You gotta be careful. She's got arms long as Stretch Armstrong over there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, people dismiss. They look at numbers and then they judge you based on that, or how new you are. Or maybe if your camera doesn't look as pretty and your setup isn't as gorgeous and your editing's not as wonderful. Like, it makes no sense because some people. I don't know how to put that. Like, you just don't fuck around and underestimate people.
You don't.
You never know.
You never know who has what ties. You never know who. Even if somebody's been through something really bad and you treat them poorly, you don't know what's going on in that person's head. I was just telling my son Matt that, look, bro, you never know what somebody's been through in their life, man. You say something wrong to them, and that might send somebody over the edge. You gotta be mindful, of people and how, and I hate to say it, like how sensitive they could be, but seriously, you do. You have to be mindful and not a dick.
Well,
just
here's the thing. If you have any kind of public platform, okay, and you have any kind of a following, I'm not talking about your mom, your dad, and your sister, your brother, and like 6 people from down the street and your coworkers. That's not, you guys know that's not what I'm talking about. if you have any kind of a public forum that you are a part of, that you are able to get your voice out there, and even 5 people listen or pay attention or take to heart something that you say, just remember, you have a responsibility to
100.
to not only be true, honest, and sincere, but you have a responsibility to, um, oh, what's the word for it? Like, to be
Be
kind.
genuine, be
To be
yourself.
kind, because kindness
Oh,
is
yeah.
free. It costs you nothing. And when you have someone that's like, "Oh my God, you're the best in the whole world. I would do anything to meet you, Jen. I want to meet you so bad." You don't have to immediately jump to the hell, block, 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 or or big middle
No.
fingers or something. Some people do, and
Uh,
it takes.
disgust.
If you have nothing nice to say, shut the hell up. Like, right? Like, just shut up. So if there's nothing nice to say and you're kind of like, okay, yay, move on. You don't have to respond. But to be unkind and to try to rile people up using your public voice, to me, I think is clickbaity and kind of rude. I don't like it.
What I don't like is when YouTubers bash other YouTubers. Like, especially if they get a little bit of a success or a little bit more attention, and they bet, like my friend David Herodick. He's a great reactor. I find a lot of these reactors like Jacqueline. It's Jacqueline von Bierk. She's awesome. David Herodick. All of these people that I know are from, except XMC, are from like Nightwish reactions, Asian
Right.
DJ, everybody. And he was featured on a Fox News bit, or Fox bit, not like Fox News, like the right wing media outlet, but like a Fox like station about YouTube reactors and Ronnie Radke and Falling in Reverse and all this, and so many YouTubers attacked him. Like, I'm not gonna name drop, but it was so disheartening. I unsubscribed from two of the people that I've been subscribed to for a long time,
Yeah.
and I said, you know what? I will not deal with this narcissism or toxicity. I'm done with that shit. So I just unfollowed them, and that unfollowed them on social media and everything. I'm just like, I don't want to see these people. You are toxic. Because why? Because they picked them and not you, and you're gonna bash for what, dude? And he's only got 30,000 subscribers, and then, man, you were there and I was there too. One point,
Right.
I
I'm
shit,
getting
when
there
I
at
hit
some point.
30K, I was like, yeah, I was celebrating. Every milestone I celebrate
Yep.
because it's amazing. And it's like, how dare you? You were there once too. You forget what is your head gotten that big? You've forgotten where you've come from, bro. Yeah, I was just, it made me sick.
Yeah.
It's like, yay, just what this platform needs, more narcissistic assholes. Great.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. Is it's like people are always kind of super jelly. People get jelly. What's fun for me is I actually, for example, I don't know, I'm not going to put out who, but there are people who have been on the podcast and then decided I want to do a podcast and are moving forward with those over the course of the last 6 to 8 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
At any
Yep.
at any point am I like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, no. Now the difference is if I have you scheduled that day, and then that day you announce that you're gonna start one, so, and then you want to kind of jump off with that, like that's different. But
I told you though, Kat, you're so popular and your podcasts are so much fun that you even had me considering to do one, and then I realized how much work you put in, and I'm like, nah, dude, fuck that.
it's it's not work once you get to sit down with somebody and just talk.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
know,
not.
girl.
It's the networking. It's the trying to keep in touch and make sure without being too weird about it. Like, so you're still on for it, right? Like, you're gonna show up,
Right,
right? And
right.
doing the
Yeah.
promoting and creating Instagram stories. Yeah, it's not a big deal. But when you do it constantly, like this weekend, I'm solid booked. I'm like,
Right.
it makes me crazy because I have to do it in order. I'm trying to give everybody their own spotlight, right? And not take away from anybody else for anybody else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to be, you know, treat everyone the same.
Right.
And
Well, you have to in this business. You do.
but
You have
then
to treat. It's.
I post people in the wrong order. I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay. We
Oopsie.
have to change the time. I'm like, shit. I have to go back and edit, and I have to remember where I posted it. It's all the things, right? You have to do all the little things, and I don't
Mm.
edit, so I have to make sure that I don't like make a complete fool of myself. Hopefully,
Me too, man. You see my reaction, man. When I'll rewatch some of them, and I'm like, I say the most outlandish shit. Like I flub my words, and I just keep it real. I'm like, fuck it. It's staying in there. I'm just gonna upload it. If they like me, cool. If they don't, I don't know what to tell them.
yeah,
It's just me. I'm gonna just do that. I had some editing for a while there, and I just, you know, my people didn't like it. They were like, Jen, we know you as being authentic and just not putting out all this extra flair on your videos. You don't need it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Plus, it gets pricey when you're trying to,
yep.
to keep, because I was pushing hella videos like 6-7 a day, and I'm just like, dude, yeah, I can't afford it, man. I really can't, especially being a single mother. These kids cost a fortune, dude. My one's in college. Huh?
Yeah, I got one.
$1,000 just for his meals.
Shout out to my son. He's in K-State. He has full ride.
Yay! God, I wish my kid would have got a full ride. His
I'm pretty
education
sure
got
it's a
fucked
full
up.
ride, at least this year. I'm pretty sure. He's probably going to call me Mom, you're wrong. Well, he doesn't watch the podcast, so I don't have to worry about it. So just
Right?
believe what I say, and who cares what he says.
See, I'm glad mine's not. Mine's upstairs. He's such a good boy, man. I just put him to. I tell him, get to bed, go to nights. You can lay in my bed and watch TV. Just go to sleep, and then I wake up and I put him in his bed, and then I wake up and he's in my bed and kicking me in my kidneys and all that. Ah, there he is. You creep me out, Pennywise. He's all creeping around the corner. You looking like Pennywise right now. Hi, say hi to Cat. Hi, Cat.
Hi, honey.
Thank you.
He's so cute.
No,
Aww.
these are mine. Yeah, I know those M&Ms are yours, but you're not eating them right now. You can have some tomorrow. You ain't about to eat no candy at nighttime. You're not going to preschool tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Here, come on. You got to go to bed now. All right, I'm going to have to put you in your bed. Come on. Let's go, bud. All right. Mom. You got to love Mama, you know? I like you. You like me. I like you, too. I think I might keep you. You hear him? I will. I'll keep you. I think you're pretty rad. You can keep me. I can? All right. Well, you don't go to daycare. You go to preschool now. You're a big boy. Get on up now. Come on. Come on, bud. Sorry. Mom life. You know.
Hey, you don't gotta explain yourself to me.
You know how it is. You got them little buggers, too. You know it. Come on now. How's your youngest? Is everything going good?
Yeah, well, fun fact,
Mommy.
I get a call from the nurse. My daughter's never gone to the nurse at school, ever. Apparently she was helping push somebody. She was pushing somebody on the swing. And she kind of stepped to the side, and it came back, and it knocked her in the head and gave her a big old goose egg. So,
that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't get video. Okay, there's no video because we don't always. Sometimes after working all day and kidding all day, and for example, Jen live streaming all day, we just want to like sit here with our shit hanging out, and we don't want to be on camera. No, to be honest, it's a podcast. So, and the intention is that most of these episodes will end up on Spotify at some point, or a different podcast platform. So I just kind of don't care about video.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. I like it. It's just like talking on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing, because a lot of people that I have on are content creators, reactors, artists. They're under the spotlight all the time, and so to be able to step back from that and have a conversation without having to wonder if they're if it's the right side or if they're looking right at the camera, you know what I mean?
A lot goes into this. This is not just like you press play and record and then that's it. No, there's a lot of things that have to be tested and links have to be tested. Like when I do my interviews on my channel, like I have to make sure that they have the link for the programming, they are looking in the right direction, their audio is set right, their camera settings are set right, my
Mhm.
cameras are set right, my audio is set right, and it takes a lot of work to get those videos, and it's a lot of work. I don't mind a faceless podcast like this. I don't. Am my
Well,
camera ready right now? Yeah, I am. I just got done recording a couple reactions today, and I still have my makeup on. Usually at this time of night, I'm scrubbing it off
right.
and brushing my teeth. And by 8, 9 o'clock, I'm typically during the week is what I am. That's my routine, and during the weekend is when I can let loose and go out and have fun. But
Oh yeah, and
I'm
that's
kind
the
of
thing is it's like a lot of people and a lot of views that we get are after the fact. So we get a lot of views afterwards where people that like Casey, he stopped in. He's like, I got to work early tomorrow. He'll probably go back and listen to it tomorrow. He'll put it. Get off my computer! Oh my god, get down!
yeah, like if somebody wants to watch it on their way to work
Yeah, they
too.
can just pop their headphones in, and they don't have to worry about, oh, we're missing it because it's on camera. Because the only thing that would be on camera is our us with our mouths moving.
Right,
Because we're
right.
not doing anything cool or crazy, so it is what it is.
That they know of. See,
See,
that's
we
the mystery.
we can do cool and crazy because we're not on camera.
No video evidence.
Basically.
That's right. All right, buddy. This is not funny. I'm not kidding. I'm putting you in your bed. Let's go.
It'll be so dark.
Well, then you have a choice. You can either make a choice and get in my bed, or you can get in yours and then go to sleep in the dark. Come on, let's go in your room.
Yeah, Crystal. Well, that's what I'm saying. People
I don't
people
want
listen to them all the time. I listen to
Then you go in mine.
audiobooks
You
all
don't
the
come
time.
out. Audiobooks are nice.
I'm mad.
Sunday will
Oh.
have. By the way, if you all are that stoked to have video, Sunday will have video. Just FYI. But today and tomorrow, the intention is not video.
You got Mises coming on, man. I can't believe that. Go cat, go.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that.
You have Brandon Hart.
Yeah. And
Hopefully Nova will show up one of these days. I think she said she would.
Well, there's been a lot of, and what's funny is, when it comes to independent artists, I mean, a lot of the ones that have been on are a pretty big deal in their own right. Versus, I had Versus on.
Oh yeah.
Even TJ Hickey has a huge following. Like it depends on what you consider, but Mises is definitely yeah, he's legit.
No, man, I like. You know what, man? He's a man of faith, and he's not made fun of for that. Like, I'm not a religious person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I believe in a higher power and spirituality, but I will never, ever emasculate somebody, especially a man, if they are, if they believe in God. That's just,
Right.
I was in a relationship with somebody once upon a time ago that literally made fun of people who believed in God. And that's like, you know what? That's none of your business if they believe in God or not. It's their opinion. It's their
Right.
beliefs.
Well,
It's
that's the
their
thing.
religious freedom.
I don't think anybody should make fun of anybody. If you want to, worship the toilet, that's your business.
Yeah,
Again, it
yeah.
goes right back, right? It goes right back to the fact that as long as you don't want me worshiping your toilet, we're good.
All right. Right.
Worship your toilet all you want. Just I'm
My
just
dog's
saying.
eating. Go.
It's
He's
just
eating moths.
he specifically is very unapologetically Christian. He does not. He's very vocal about the fact that you can't tell him, oh well, you cuss and you rap, therefore you're not a Christian. That's not how that works. And he tells people this is between me and God. Like you don't know what he's got me through so far, so
Right.
basically back off. Either way, I'm just saying I am totally stoked. It's gonna be great. I've even got I've got Dave Lowmiller on tomorrow, and he is. I think Kudasari might have sent it to you. A Dark Halo.
Yeah.
So that song, The Guy, that's Dave Low Miller, he's on tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got that Post Profit. They're performing with Dropout Kings in Houston on
Oh.
Monday, and I've been
Oh,
invited to
cool.
come, but I don't know anyone. I don't want to go by myself, so I'm like, shit.
Aw. If
Yeah.
I was in Texas, I'd go.
Oh yeah, I know
You
you'd
know
go.
I
I'd be
was.
like, I'm with her.
Aw. I'm just a regular human being. A lot of people, like if I see them out in public, like I got recognized at the Atlanta airport of all places, right? Big
That's cool.
airport. And I got recognized first when I got there by the guy that was the rental car guy. He was like, "Oh, you're that girl from YouTube." And I'm like, "Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Jen. Hello." And I shook his hand. And then on the way back, I was recognized by one of the TSA agents. And her name was Sarah. And she was awesome. I took a picture with her. She, poor thing, had to wear her mask and everything. But she was like, "I love your videos. Oh my God." And I was
Oh,
like,
that's so
"Hello."
cool.
I gave her a nice hug and everything. But I don't want to be treated like any different than your typical average human being, because that's all I am. I really am. I got, that work ethic that I used to have. I worked relentlessly to get the channel where it is today. I worked my ass off and feverishly to make sure that I survived.
Right.
And, it's paid off. And I've met the most stellar people because of this channel. And my life has been the best it's ever been. But, like, I don't, how could anybody, like, walk around like, I'm an influencer, I'm a YouTuber, treat me like gold, where's the red carpet? Like, ew.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Well, those
Like, I've always.
people, unfortunately, those people tend to love their audience to be an echo chamber. So they're the ones where they say you can insert whatever there. Oh, what's up, 15th band? He just
Hello.
he just dropped a song yesterday, and
Oh, cool.
it's badass. But anyway, I was just saying, like, they they say something, and then all other people are like, oh yeah, exactly, oh facts, yeah, 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 yeah. And they could be like, but I don't wipe my ass every time because it's just, that's what's wasteful. Oh yeah, 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 I get that, I feel that, yeah, facts. What? Like,
Yeah.
what? And they stick with people that do that. And
Ugh.
their reaction to people who disagree with them is either to tear into them or
Mm,
ignore them completely, right?
I
You don't
want
agree
that.
with me, therefore you don't. It's a narcissistic thing. I'm very well versed in narcissists,
So
obviously.
am I, girl. Oh
Hmm.
my God, they're the worst.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like there's just this level of entitlement. Like, you think because, okay, for example, here's a fun. I know that people, oh, your video on Instagram went crazy. They're talking millions of views. Okay, I have one that hit 5,000. I don't know why. It did. And I'm like, oh my God, look at me. Am I like, that's right, bitches, watch my reels? Like, no. Like,
Uh,
stop. My
yeah.
my Freddy one where he's playing fetch with the
Um,
mousey hit 1,500. All my
oh,
other ones are
cool.
like at 200, 300, maybe 200 to 300. I hit a 3,000, 5,000, and 1,500. I'm like, I've made it.
Listen though, man, that's what keeps you humble, is when you see like those numbers might be small to some people, but for most people that's monumental. And you know it's great to see you get happy over that, because what happens if one day it just goes out of control. And I see me, I prefer to stay under the radar. I don't want millions of views on YouTube. I don't. I want whatever the YouTube universe decides to give me, you know? But I'm thoroughly grateful for everything that I have today, and for how my channel has gone in 2 years only. It's only been 2 years.
Exactly.
And I think it's a beautiful thing when people are humble and down to earth, and when they are not. And I know from dealing with people in the past is that they they get bent out of shape if they don't get a lot of views. They get bent out of shape if they don't get acknowledged. They get bent out of shape if they don't see those likes on social media. They get pissed off, and why isn't this post getting liked, and da da da. It's like that's a virtual world. It doesn't matter. Like, I was literally in a relationship where I was like treated like a second class citizen. Seriously.
Yep.
And people on the internet were treated better than I was. In a virtual world, I was treated like shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm here now in your presence, and I was literally treated like scum. And it was terrible. And I'm so grateful that my life had switched, because I was codependent upon this person and everything. It was really bad. But today is a whole new ball game. And I'm ever blessed to have the people in my life today that I do. And it just makes life that much it gives me purpose. This channel gives me purpose. The people in it, the whole community that we have, I care about these people. I do. I genuinely give a shit if anything happens to them, and I worry, and I make sure that they know that they're a part of something.
Right.
Because there are people out there that feel like lonely and not a part of anything. And I don't care what social background you come from. I don't care what race you are. I don't care if you like to screw men or women. I don't care about that. I care that you feel like a part of a community.
No, exactly. And I think that there's been a big shift. There's been like 2 big shifts in the last year to year and a half when it comes to YouTube that I've seen. Mind you guys, y'all know my story for the most part. I've not been on YouTube very long, and I certainly haven't had a channel for very long. But being on YouTube at all in my entire life, I pretty much would click on a song, like I'd search for it, click on it, play it, like, because I didn't want to listen to the radio, and then I would get off of it. Like, that's all I ever did. But since I've been on, I've noticed the shift from posting videos. A lot of people are doing live streams. Some people started that way. However, a lot of people are going to that format. Would you stop yelling at me? Stop.
Well, it gives your community that you have a chance to interact with you,
right,
rather than you're looking at a pre-recorded reaction video or whatever content that they're making. It's past tense by the time it's uploaded.
Right.
So to be live and you're there, and I look at my older videos from when I started, and I'm always looking in my viewfinder. I'm always looking at myself for reassurance from, I don't even know why. But now today, you just get so comfortable in front of that camera. I used to pretend, just pretend all of the little people that you're talking to, they're little people inside of your camera, in the lens. Look at them and make eye contact with them. That's my whole thing today. It's second nature to me. It's fun. I love what I do. I do. It's my calling, and I'm pretty good at it, and I finally found something that is my niche,
Right.
I love this. I love people. I love to talk. I can hold a conversation. I'm pretty intelligent, and I'm not too bad on the eyes, I'm not too ugly. So I don't know. I just want people to, I just want to spread that message, of you could have your life this way and completely turn it around and become the best version of yourself. You just got to make the choice.
No, exactly. And that's the thing, is it's like the other part that's changed in the last year and a half is the sense of community and the collaboration between content creators.
Oh, yes.
Which has, done a complete 180. Complete 180, because before it was like, well, I watch them, so I don't watch them. And it's like, who's going to do that? Like, there's no competition. There's a million people out there. By the way, Damien, that was a loud meow. That was my cat being a jerk.
Yeah, Damien Sullivan?
Yeah.
Oh, he's all the way from down under. He's in Australia. What's up, Damien?
And my cat...
I gotta click on the podcast so I can read the comments, but I have to keep it muted.
my
I gotta figure
cat
out how
jumped
to.
up on my desk here and had his paw on the enter button, which I don't know what it would potentially do. And so I took the squirt water bottle, and he
Yeah,
saw it,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
starts to run. I got him on his way, and he, meow. So yeah, that's what that was.
Whoops. Well, I'm now reading the comments. Hey, Kristen, again won me in the divorce, and I can't be happier. Cat, just you know who we are, and our loyalty is not given lightly. You know that's amazing.
It means a
Krista and
lot.
Stuart have been with me since the beginning of my channel, since before it actually started. You know, and they knew me before my channel started, and you know, it was a messy situation, but you know, they were kind of like thrown into the middle of personal drama. Personal drama was aired on YouTube. You know, there was a point where I was getting death threats from people all around the fucking world. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't fucking know me. And thankfully, like, you know, it came to an end. It came to an abrupt end because karma just served the meanest dose of itself onto
Right.
somebody. And you know, it was some people can be easily fooled, and some people can be easily fooled and never see what the true you know, if you're being fooled by somebody, they don't get to see like that real person. They have that mask on and they're fooling everybody. But then you have those certain people that are not buying it. Like they can sniff out the truth, right?
Yep.
And you know, I'm glad that they're still here, Kristen Stewart. I really am. I feel terrible that they were involved in any of that personal bullshit that, you know, came along with whatever happened. But you know, I'm internally grateful because they're great people, you know, and they introduced me to so much good music, and just they're all around a great family. I know their family well, and you know, they have a beautiful son, and they've been together forever, and I know their story. I know their love story, and they're very generous people. And I don't like the fact that their kindness was mistaken for a weakness and they were taken advantage of. That's what I don't like.
Right.
But you know, I can assure you that you know, I'd never do somebody like that. I just, especially if they do, you know, if somebody does something for you, something nice, they go out of their way to do something for you, you do not use and abuse them. You just don't,
Right. I
you
agree.
know, and it was a very bad situation, and I'm glad it's fucking over. I really am, because there was a point where I felt like so stuck and like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And Krista was right there, you know, like Krista and Stuart, they're married, if you don't know that. You know, obviously, you know, and they were literally there for me. Like Krista, I was like, she was like my right hand woman, like
Right.
help me like through this, like, and she kept me motivated and let's go, and I there were days where I'm like, I'm not streaming. Yes you are, get up, do it, you know, and you have to. And she kept me all together. She kept shit organized for me, and she really was, you know, instrumental in kicking my ass forward, you know. So I will never ever turn my back on them, you know. And sometimes we meet people in life that when you don't do for them, they turn their back right on you, and it's sad, but what can you do? You can't surround yourself with people like that. I
Shout
refuse to.
shout out to Damien for getting the bite the hand that feeds song stuck in my head now. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
Who?
Hello, hang on a minute. Hello.
We can hear you fine.
Oh, sorry. I thought I lost you guys for a second. I have dead spaces in my house, so I
Oh.
have to like stand.
Well, I mean I get that because I have a core group of people that have been with me since minute one. And even though we go our own ways and do our own things, and you know, I'm very guilty of going it completely solo a lot, where I just do everything and then I just like, oh, by the way, this is what happened, and they kind of hear after the fact. However, at any moment in time, if they need me or if I need them, It's immediate. There's no questions asked. That's real friendship. Same with you. I could call you and say, I just need to talk to you. And if you're capable, because you have things that are going on in your life, but if you're capable, you'll answer the phone and you'll let me sit there and tell you what I need to and vent or do whatever. That's real, like, family. That's how people should be to each other.
100%. Well, a lot of people are, if you don't scratch their back, don't even bother asking because, like, they're so selfish and it sucks, it really does. It makes me lose faith in humanity, but also I've seen some really good people out there, and it keeps my faith alive. It does. A lot of people that I've met through my channel, especially, restore my faith in humanity because they're such good people.
Right.
Now, I try to tell everybody, look, you would not like who I was. You wouldn't. I didn't like who I was. So therefore, I had to change a lot of things about myself. I had to take a long, hard look in the mirror, and I had to do some major soul searching. And I had to say, look, this ain't you, girl. This ain't you. And I had to completely flip things around. And a lot of the times, it was because of, my choices that I made, and the substances that I would put into my body, made me act like a completely different person.
Yeah.
And, that I was not happy with myself. And imagine, you're so used to medicating yourself, self-medicating to deal with any pain, physical pain, emotional pain, psychological pain. I was numb for many years. I didn't want to feel. And when I had this never-ending fear if I got sober, I wouldn't enjoy sex, or I would be, life would just be boring without it. I was literally lying to myself. My addiction was lying to me.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because everything you couldn't seem to manage, you got to the next day. Why change anything? Because if you change anything, you don't know what the result will be. If you do the same behavior you've been doing every single day, you know what the result will be, right?
Right.
You might not like who you are on it. You might not like how you act. You might not like the feeling the day after. However, in the moment, you know that everything's not going to matter for a minute.
When I was using, okay, so I used for 8 solid years, from 2006 to 2014. I used, and I was looking at other people in different cars, envious, do they have an addiction? Do they have to deal with this? And I literally lied to myself for years saying that I wasn't addicted, but I was completely dependent. And I'm envious of these other people, and I would literally sit there and wonder, can I ever get clean? Why can't I get clean? I had literally 31 failed rehabs. Wow. And over 50 arrests, girl. It was insane. And court ordered rehabs and all kinds of shit. And I was am I ever going to be able to beat this? And there was a couple of times where I was ready. I was like, yep, this is it. I'm done with this crap once and for all. And then the detoxes happened. And oh my God, my brain is just going, dude, you have money here in the safe in the rehab facility. Just, you did your 3 days, get out, make any excuse that you can, get out. All you have to do is do a little tiny bit, and you can definitely control this addiction. You could do $20 a day. I even had my mom, I was like, Mom, just give me $20 a day and I'll be okay. I didn't, to me, in that state, I didn't realize that was $140 a week. And that come on, that's almost $600 a month that I'm giving you a drug dealer, right? That's just $20 a day. Well, that worked for the first day, and then it's back up to $200-300 a day. And girl, for 8 years, do you know how much money I spent and blew on drugs? And I'll never see that many again. I'll never see all the things that I lost again. But I try to give people hope that, look, when you're going to lose houses, cars, your freedom, you're going to lose friends, which is the worst part. You're going to lose your family members. You might lose custody of your kids, but once you're sober and you can prove to people that you are, you're going to gain so much back. and you might never get those material things back, but you will gain back so much more. And I have. It's insane. Like what matters to me the most is not the monetary gains that I've had back from coming back from addiction, and my freedom that I really seriously took for granted was my freedom.
Right.
But what I gained back was trust, friends, and most importantly, my kid. You know, because my first one went through it with me, but my second one, he has no idea what I am like that. You know, my oldest one does. He had to endure that with me. You know, but it took me years to prove to people when I got out of prison that I was not about to go back. I was not going to go backwards. And it took a lot of hard work. And believe you me, when I got out of prison, it wasn't a cakewalk. I had to relearn how to live in society again because I was gone for years. And I had to relearn society, and really bad things happened to me. And there was drugs around me constantly under my own roof in the same car I was driving my kids in. Drug paraphernalia. Wasn't mine, but I had to deal with a lot of crap, and I stayed clean. I didn't go back to the needle. No. Nobody or anything, nothing could bring me back to where I once was. But I had to work feverishly. From like a best friend of mine since I was 13, literally would not talk to me or hang out with me or even let me around her kids until I was 2 years out of prison and remained sober. And by then, I was celebrating my 5th year of sobriety. She made me work really hard for that friendship back, and guess what? We are like peas in a pod today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really great story. You know, it really is. But like some people, they lose, like they wonder why people aren't trusting them. And it's like, you know, it takes nearly a second, 1 second to lose somebody's trust, but it takes almost a lifetime to get it back.
Yep, absolutely.
You know?
No,
And
absolutely.
They don't want to put in that hard work that it takes to rebuild and reestablish that trust that was lost.
And some people don't want to wrap their brain around the fact that sometimes you can't get it back. It's gone.
Right.
And it will never come back. Because some people, they're done, and when they're done, they're done, they're done. Like, it's like a relationship that ends because somebody did something that was unforgivable to that point, right? And they've chosen to walk away, and they don't want to come back. So you can't always earn it back. So you have to be careful.
No.
You know, whose bridge you burn in the moment.
Yes, preach. I'm telling you what, man. When I get in a relationship, I put it out there. Right in the beginning, I draw boundaries. Right? I say, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and don't do drugs. It's pretty simple. And don't be an abusive prick, and we will get along marvelously. I'll be like your best friend, your right-hand woman. I will be loyal to the core. And people, they don't understand. If they break those, they lose my trust. And now today, I don't have time for people like that. You talk to me any kind of way, see ya, sayonara, bye.
Yep.
No, I'm not putting up with it. I'll never put up with that again, and I'll never be manipulated the way I was again. It's sad because you have faith in people and you trust, and I start off with trust. And it's like when a teacher starts you off with an A, and you have to work in order to keep that A. Well, if you don't work at it, and if you fuck up, guess what? That grade drops to an F. So that's basically how I am. I'm very trusting at first until you screw up, and then that's on you. That's not on me. And so many times people, when you lose the trust in them, they blame you. Why aren't you trusting me? Why do you always got to check my phone? Why do you got to question me because you're a liar and a cheater? That's why. And
hey, Jen, I have a 17-year-old. I get that.
Girl. Yeah. Well, I have a 19-year-old, and he's the best thing ever. I'm one of the most protective mothers because that poor kid, didn't ask to be born to two addicted parents, like I wasn't addicted when he was born. Let's get that right out there in the open. But after, when he was 3 years old is when I started using hardcore drugs. And until he was 11 years old, he had a mother that was a junkie and in prison and in jail all the time and in rehabs. And, when I come home from prison, let me tell you, girl, even in the visitation rooms once a month, I was like, kid, I promise you. I looked right in his eyes, through his soul, and I said, look, man, I'll never do that to you again. I know what I have, and I feel so ashamed that I took you for granted. And I wasn't the mother that you deserved. And ever since I got out of prison, I stayed true to that word. But, I still feel guilt to this day, but I try to do my best for him. He's an adult now. He's 19. He's one of the most gifted students and just a good soul, And I still feel bad. I can't change the past. I wish I could but I honestly believe there's this catch-22 that if I could go back in time and I changed anything, it would change the whole trajectory of my life to where it is today. And I would not be where I am today.
Right. No, I get that. Because there's I can't remember who I was watching, that they mentioned that they were specifically saying, a lot of people, and I think what their point was is to try to break people out of the mentality, because people are afraid to make choices. I put all the work into this for this long. What about this? What about that? And they were trying to break people out of that mentality. And they're like, understandably, that all of your experiences add up to who you are, what you've been through. However, if you hadn't gone through these experiences, you would still be you. You would be a different type of you who had gone through those experiences, and you wouldn't know the difference. So it's okay.
All right.
They were like, but it's okay, because you might have gone through something else. If you took a different fork in the road, you could have been in prison for life.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so as much as, and I know people want to regret, they're like, just don't look back. Just acknowledge that you have stuff behind you and just keep going forward. I mean,
Well, that's all you can really do, because you can't rewind time. It's already past.
Well, that we know of.
Right.
Which I have some things to say about that. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
1.21 gigawatts. What's up, Tawaka?
Hey, Tawaka Beer Mole.
And I see Scooby-Doo. He was in Truth stream a little bit ago.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tawaka, like we were talking about that earlier, he was like, this community is amazing. Like, I feel like a sense of community, that I belong here. And that is the ticket right there for me to keep going. Like when I had that list where it wasn't a spreadsheet, wasn't as organized, where everybody could just request songs, it's a free for all, let's go.
Yeah.
I felt genuinely remorseful if I had to take a day off, or if I couldn't stream, and I'm letting people down. And even today, like on Thursday, because me and Tori switched from, I'm usually Tuesdays, she's Mondays, and I switched because I had to go to the dentist, and I was there for hours. And so I streamed on Monday, and then like this kidney infection just kicked my ass, and I keep getting these stupid kidney, because I keep forgetting to drink water like an idiot. And I was hurting, and I put myself on Cipro. I was my own doctor, but I went and got to see my doctor anyways, and he was like, keep doing what you're doing, blah blah blah. But Thursday I was like you've seen the text in the morning in Discord, I'm like, y'all, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream today. And then like I was like this, you know what, a lot of people there's somebody out there that might need to see something, or might need to listen to a song and hear a breakdown of lyrics, or something I might say might keep them on earth one more day, or change their trajectory of the day, make them have a better day. Because me, I act like myself. I'm a goofball. I like to make people laugh. I like to have a good time, and I don't want to let people down. And that got to me really bad. And I was like, I don't want to tell people, well, you guys again, I can't stream again, And I know that they'll understand, because they're very nurturing. They're very caring. They understand that we, I have a small child. They understand that I have some health concerns that need to be addressed and whatnot,
Right.
and they're genuinely supportive, But I still feel like I will let them down if I don't stream, and so I was like, you know what, Jennifer, brave it. And we ended up having one of the best streams Thursday. It was so much fun and so many laughs. And by the end of it, I was like, what kidney pain? Now that night, well, that was a whole different story, But I'll tell you what, it's I get that sense of just, I don't know, I can't, like, love and fun, and just, it brightens my day. It's therapeutic on my end too, to talk about a lot of the things that I'm going through, and they genuinely give a shit.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's
And vice
amazing.
versa.
And I feel the
Yeah.
same way. I feel bad when I can't pop in, but I mean, I'm busy. I
No,
can't.
don't.
I just can't. But I know you get that, so I don't ever really truly feel guilty because I know you get it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah,
people will be
yeah,
like,
don't. I already know.
like
I know
people
how
will say
hard
to
you-
me, "Oh, you never come through." Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, you just never show up. I'm like, okay. Because all I think
Right.
about is, well, Jen gets it. For example, Keto gets it. Nick gets it, right? The people that I really do actively. Carly gets it. By the way, I heard that you guys are besties now.
Oh my God, she's the bee's knees. Girl, I talked to her for 2 hours almost.
I love her to
Hell yeah.
pieces. She's actually just traveled. She's back in California seeing her family. She just moved in the last year, within the last couple months, and it's the first time traveling back where that's not her home. She's not
Yeah.
going home. She's going to visit. It's like a whole trippy thing for her. So I thought that was really cool. But
Look, man, I'm proud of her. She's
I
so
am too.
young, and she just picked up everything and just left and went to Virginia. And it was like, I'm out, man. I'm going. I'm starting my own life, and she's doing it, man. I'm proud of that girl.
No, I am too.
I did that when I was her age. I was a little younger than her, and I moved to CD Las Vegas of all places. I'm like, Jennifer, you go to Sin City? No, but it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Now I'm back in Ohio. Whatever. But it's the people that know you get it. Like, I will never be mad at somebody for missing a stream or whatever, because they have to work or because they have to be with family, or whatever, dude. That's,
Well,
come on.
my mom said this. I think it was yesterday or the day before, because I was telling her, I was like, "Go for anybody that's not aware. I just moved. I moved in with my mom. I like to play it off like it's because she retired and she needs me. She don't need me. She's got this.
She's an OG, man, coming from the streets of Cleveland.
Basically, I had to look up where she was, where her grandfather had. There's a house. She found it. It was off whatever street I told you. Anyway, besides the point. So
It's 114th Street.
yeah,
I remember.
but so I just moved, and that to me a whole changing my world. So I went from a really shitty situation, really bad situation, and I don't want to say ran, but I kind of ran. I was done for years, but I finally got away. And then I moved to I was going to say here, my last place that I just moved out of. It was the first place that I felt safe and secure and happy and all that stuff, right? So it was very, 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 very hard for me. And then I go and I just moved, and I'm trying to settle it. I'm trying to make everything work. And then, I've got people like Carly giving me, being encouraging, and you being encouraging. And, Truth checks on me every single day, every day, just to check on me and see how I'm doing, just to touch base. It doesn't matter if we just say, what's up? And he sends me the stupidest reels with people with big booties. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But it's just, we go through all of these things, and, we allow people a view into our lives and who we are as people at the core of us. We share very personal information about how we feel about things. And the people that are there for that and respect it and treat us well, and, it matters. It really does matter. So, you sharing your story, you're very open about it now, and I know it makes you feel some type of way sometimes, But you
Right.
shouldn't, because it's encouraging, and I just want to stand up and clap every time that you do,
Well,
because
I
I
don't
went
do that.
through I went through that I went through
Yep.
addiction
Yep.
as well. I went through it for 12, 13 years straight or something like that. Like my
Yeah, but don't
entire
discount addicts out there that have rehabilitated themselves because they make the best people in the world.
No, absolutely. Like I hands down. I'm just saying, like, when you can share, people might not be talking, but they're listening. They hear it.
Mm.
They get
Oh
it,
yeah.
and they understand how strong that you are. And you built this channel after bad experiences, and the fact that you didn't just say, "Well, fuck YouTube completely," is beyond me. But like, you've gone so far, and then on top of that, right? You changed your entire format, not completely, but you did, because you needed it to make sense for your life, right?
100.
Because I came into the picture when it was chaos, because you were guilting yourself over, I need to stream 2 3 times a day just to catch up with all of this stuff, because there's no cap.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
you
that was a learning process, man. Let me tell you what. And believe it or not, there's more to learn every day.
no, I get
There's
that.
something new to learn every day.
I just wanted to give you a huge shout out for doing something. I know you didn't want to like change it up because you wanted to be consistent, but to change it up to the point where it made you happier to do them, not so stressed out, and to not feel like you're letting anyone down. Like you made the decisions and choices in order to, you know, take care of your mental health, as well as
100.
looking out for your subscribers, your fans, your followers, your friends, right?
Fams. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, shout out Stuart and Crystal Wolf. I know you guys are going to bed, but I appreciate you
Good night,
hanging out.
Stuart. Night, Krista. Thank you for coming, guys. Yeah, I do worry about people more than myself a lot of the times. That's why I get these stupid kidney issues and these health issues, is because I wear myself thin. But you know what? I had to cap that because there was a time where people were waiting for 2 months for their songs, and that's not fair. That's not okay. And as much as I want to be that people pleaser, it was very hard to change that format and tell them no. It was very hard to say no more requests, guys. We have to catch up on this list. And I did. I caught up on that list. I literally streamed my ass off to get that list whittled down to nothing so we could start the new spreadsheet. I was just like, you know what? I'm not playing with this. We're getting this. Every song on that list is getting done, and it did. I don't. I absolutely refuse to be one of those people that say something and I don't do it. Like,
Right.
I'm like yelling at my mom, like, Mom, we were supposed to record this, like, look, what is it? The Lorna Shore video for like over a month now, Mom. And it's so hard to get her and me both on the same schedule, but like, I'm on it because I don't want to let anybody down. My word is everything to me. And so now I'm like browbeating her. So like, let's do this, because there's so many people, like, for instance, like, people that say that they're in a wheelchair, and then by some karma god out there, their camera is, they don't know they're streaming still, and they stand up. Well, they got everybody thinking that there's something, and then poof, they're not. There's so much fakeness in the land of the internet, because anybody can be and pretend to be whoever they want to, just to benefit themselves. And it's like, it's so disheartening, but it's like, I'm one of those people that want to fight against that so much, and I just want to be like a truth warrior. But I know I can't control other people. I can only control myself and how I represent myself and this community. And you know I'm proud of that. I'm proud of who I am today. I've always been this person. I've always had good morals. I've always had good values. I just had, some speed bumps along the way, but I really, I'm really grateful that I went through all of the bad things that I have, because it's made me so much stronger and more. And I'm okay with exposing my vulnerabilities.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I don't see that as a weakness. I see that as, guess what? I'm human too. Do I make mistakes? We all do. Am I a bit opinionated? sometimes, but I'm loyal and I'm real and I'll always be honest with people. Sometimes a little too honest. Well, you know, that that's just me. And that's part of my healing journey is to talk about that. And as much as my story, even though I stopped that battle, I won that battle, it's still not over. By telling my story, I never know that there might be somebody out there that sees that video and says, "Oh my God, I can do this because she did it. Look, she did it. Now I can." And that might push somebody to get clean. And when I first started talking about my story with like falling in reverse, that's where it all started because I was, believe it or not, I did what I was told. And I was told not, don't talk about that stuff. Don't do Tom McDonald. Don't do this. Don't say what's on your mind, blah, blah, blah. Basically, don't be yourself. And you know what? I was doing that video and you can even see it. And it was in I think it was the drugs video or one of the trilogy videos where I stopped and I look and I just said, you know what? Fuck it, here it goes. And then I just divulged my story. I was just like, bam, there it is. And you would be surprised. This is when I first started this channel. And let me tell you what, the people from all around the globe were commenting, oh my God, I'm struggling. What do I do? What do I do? Or there's so many relentlessly, all these people. I was on my YouTube studios for hours answering people's comments, and I did that for literally what, like a year and 2 months, like probably 14 months out of the first 14 months of my channel. I literally sat there after streaming, after videos, and answered people's comments hours and hours and
Yeah,
hours.
it's a
And I
full-time
had,
job. It can
it
be a
really
full-time
was.
job.
But like I had my kid looking at me like, "Mom, like hello, like we need to eat dinner and we need to do, and I was like, you know what? I'm like and I stopped doing that. And occasionally I'll answer some comments, I'll go on there and go on YouTube Studio and see what the latest comments are. And people even commenting from videos from a long time ago. If I see somebody reach out for help, I'm gonna answer that call,
Right.
you know and it's just I can't, there's not one part of my DNA that could look past something like that. I remember like I started a live stream once because somebody hit me with like a comment like, "I'm going to kill myself like right now." And I'm like, "Whoa, like are you okay?" And I had to like put their name out there and everything. I'm like, "Dude, you have to," and they never answered me back, and I'll never know. Like I literally went live. Like I have to say something because I'm not that type of human being that could turn my cheek if somebody is like, you know,
Right.
if somebody is needing some help. God bless America. My dog is farting. You stink. Get outside. God, Callie. Like this dog farts like a grown ass man. Get on out of here. Go. Oh, it stinks so bad. You know. And I just think the world needs more caring people in it, especially since it's grown so cold and people are segregated again. And it's just like, God damn it. Ugh. How could we combat this? How do we combat this? We got lawless lands now and everything. It's like, I know that shit will never fly in Texas. That's just looking, Texas is looking mighty fine nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, Ohio's not like that either, but like Illinois, I feel bad for the people in Illinois. Like, what the hell? What do we do? How do we fix this? You know, and I'm
Well,
lost every day. Like, I'm at a loss.
the only, and this is gonna be whether, take it or leave it. In my personal opinion, the way that I tell myself, what can I do about things? How can I make things better? Is focus on myself. I'm not saying, oh, well, everything's about me. That's not what I'm talking about. Focus on things that I can control and change. Stay out of people's damn business, right? Get off my... Oh, my God. Get down. Hold on. God, dude. He's jumped on top of my laptop again.
Oh, come
Okay.
on now.
Now you freaked me out because I thought you couldn't hear me. I was like, oh, crap, he broke it. But no, like, to sincerely focus on something that I can change, because I can't change, like, for example, I can't change how you feel or what you think, but all I can do is speak my piece, right? I can speak for myself, and people have a bad tendency to think that their job is to influence people into what they think they should be saying or thinking or doing. And when someone's in a bad spot, kindness is free. Reach out, offer them an opportunity, but you can't hold yourself responsible if someone doesn't take that opportunity. You can't hold yourself responsible for the I don't knows. I don't know what happened. I can't. There's no way that I can find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Right.
cannot hold yourself. And so that falls under the things you can control. You can control the fact that you understand that you cannot hold yourself responsible. Therefore, prayers up,
Right.
best good
Right.
wishes, positive vibes. If you ever need me, by the way, random person who messaged, and I hope that you're still here.
Mm,
And then you have to go forward, because
I
there's
know. It's
get
so
the
hard for me
hell
though.
down. Oh my god.
It's so hard for me as like that mom. That mom in me is that
Yep.
nurturer, and I would, and even like, because at a young age, like I would take in strays, birds, kittens, puppies, dogs, cats, snakes, you name it, squirrels. I loved squirrels, and I was always that nurturing type, and it was I just have that caring bone in my body that cares about other people. And what's my double-edged sword is that a lot of the times I care about other people more than myself. And like what you said about whittling down that list and starting that new format, and I had to do that, and I didn't realize it until like you said it today, for myself too, so that I wasn't stressed out. That was the farthest thing from my mind until you said something. Like I
Well, because I
literally was
saw
like,
it. I saw it.
yeah,
And I remember we'd had these conversations,
yeah,
and, full disclosure, we had these conversations like, you got to do this, or that. And you're like, no, mm-mm, 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 I'm
oh
not
yeah,
changing
raise
it.
prices and
No,
stuff like that. I'm
I
like,
said,
hell no, I won't go.
and I was like, you can't keep doing this. And then that's like the same thing with like a free list. I mean, that's got to go. Well, they just put it on. Why? For why? You could literally throw a dart into an open room, or randomly like literally spin like a wheel, and land on
Yeah,
a random shit on YouTube, and I guarantee somebody's requested it with how big your list was. So you're gonna
oh
make
yeah,
somebody happy. It's all good. But the thing was, is it's like we had those conversations, but you weren't in the mindset of being able to. You weren't doing that at that time. That wasn't an option. And so that's why we didn't have a resolution conversation. We just talked about it. Because you were
right,
adamant, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Until the moment where it was too much. It was too much. And so whether you did it for people, or whether I could see from my perspective that the weight on your shoulders was so much that it's almost like you couldn't do it anymore. Because you felt like you
yeah,
were letting them down, and you were tired. You were
oh yeah,
guilty and tired and mentally stressed out. And since you've changed that format, I can feel I can feel the difference with you. I can feel it. It's
oh,
palpable.
it's night and day,
It
one
is.
hundred percent. 100% night and day, and I can thoroughly enjoy, and I did enjoy requests at that time, because music is so soothing, and but now there's no stress involved. I
Right.
don't have to worry about, like, I can literally sit there and take my time. I usually try to make my streams about 2 hours, but if I go over because I really want to like dissect a song and react to it, I can do that now.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's the thing. Is like you gave yourself the space that you needed to do the job you wanted to do, that you felt like everyone deserved. So in your mind, you were specifically doing it to for all these people that consistently come back, I don't want to say rely on you, but you get what I'm saying with that, what using that word,
Right.
that
Right.
count on you, right? um but with without realizing that what you were doing was you needed to take care of you and your stress level so that you could give them the best that you could.
100. Well said. Well said. Because when I'm stressed out, you can tell if I wear that shit on my face. Like
Yeah.
if I'm mad, you're gonna know. I'm not that type of person that if I'm pissed off, I'm gonna smile in your face. No. If I'm pissed, you're gonna know about it. My veins are gonna pop out and I'm gonna get like the Incredible Hulk. Like rah! Like but
But
I thoroughly like I couldn't do it without you guys, without my team saying, "Hey, it's time."
yeah.
And I'm like, and I even had Tori, my friend Tori from Tori Reacts. I even had her going, "Girl,
Yes.
now change it, get it
Yes.
done, do it." And what are you waiting for? Just do it. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's I gotta stream and finish these songs, and then as soon as this list is done, we will. Like when I had to tell people no more requests, I did that for 2 months. I didn't take requests for 2 months,
I know.
and I was like, nope, sorry, I'm not doing them. I can't.
Well, I did notice something, and I feel like again it takes all kinds. It's the same as when like I smoke, and so everybody's like, oh, you gotta quit. I've worked healthcare for like 20 years, so people talk about it all the time. Oh, you have to stop. Well, thanks for telling me, like I didn't know. You keep telling me I need to do it. If I'm not ready, it's not gonna happen. For example, 2.5, no, it was June, before June, so June, July, August, so 3 months ago, I just up and quit pop one day. I used to drink like a 24 pack in like 3-4 days. Easy.
God damn, I say I don't drink pop.
But see, I drink water now. I drink water like I have this cup. I think it's like a 24 ounce or something, like Yeti type cup. I drink at least 7 or 8 of them a day, if at minimum. I used to go through a case of water every like 2 to 3 days. Easy.
Oh wow.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'm an oral person. Yeah. Just leave that alone.
You heard it. That's what she said. That's what she said. I've always been waiting to say that.
I have to have like something to suck on, like, or
Come on, Cal. You're stupid. Shut up.
But no, I'm saying until I was that day that I just was like, I'm not buying any more pop, and I didn't, and I haven't. I go to
Right.
Burger King. Okay, I go to Burger King. I'm not gonna buy pop because you know what? I don't drink pop.
Hey.
Well, I could do one off. Nah, I don't want to. Like, that's how
Right.
I quit. That's how I quit drugs. I decided one day, hey, my ex tried to kill me. I think I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done. And
Yeah, I never told the story how my ex tried killing me. I think I've told you, but I haven't told my viewers yet.
Yeah. I'm just
You
saying.
might witness me kill my dog if she don't get up here. She better not be ripping no more skunks in half or killing no more bunnies. Callie!
But that was the thing. You weren't ready at the time. No matter who told you, until it was the moment where you being ready,
Right.
and the person you were hearing it from aligned in the right way. Because you could have heard it from me and been ready, but I wasn't the right person to say it. Does that make sense?
No, all of you guys were. It was everybody, and you guys keep me, you keep me going every day. Everybody, the moderation team, like people need to realize that the channels that you're watching, that your favorite content creator, have moderation teams on deck to keep things organized, to keep people in line, to keep the content creator going smoothly. I couldn't do it without you guys.
Well, ironically, Skulls came in. He's a mod and kind of name only, just because he's Skulls. But I don't have any mods in here tonight at all.
Yeah,
But
well,
wait,
I have to have
I'm
my
here.
mods because they're just I've had it's I can't do it without them, and
Of
I
course.
know that they're great people. I can't wait till Christmas. I can't wait till Christmas, man.
Well, I mean,
just,
I'm here, and I can mod, so.
I worry about Mark a lot,
Oh, yeah.
I worry about him a lot, because he's on dialysis. He's not, I worry
I
about
know.
that man constantly. I just don't want to bother him, but I worry, and you get remarkably close to people, and Tria and everybody, and I just want, I just want everybody to be okay, but it's so nice that they do the jobs that they do, and they have that blue wrench, and they're a member of this team. They keep this channel going, and I will never not throw it out there like that. Like, this is it. They deserve the credit. Don't harp on my mods, man. Don't do it. That's
Well,
like,
here's a
you
fun
know.
thing, just a fun idea, and actually, I'm gonna do it for myself because
Mhm.
I'm still a broke bitch. But anyway, um, I don't know if you saw Truth's new commercial, because he's done an Elsewhere commercial forever. Um, he has fan custom, and I'll have to send it to you. It's where he has a jersey on the front. It says team. It's like button up in the front, like an actual like baseball jersey. It says Team Supreme on the front, and on the back it has Truth No Lie.
Oh,
As,
no kidding.
so like you could have your team name, right, and then their names.
Oh, that's a good idea. See, I was gonna get the girls, like I got like Maggie, like last year, like origami owl jewelry. I think I PayPal'd people's money last year because I couldn't. But the year before, I sent like Krista and Maggie all kinds of like pretty jewelry, Brie Norton, and like
Yeah.
I just want to do something for them because I know how special they are. They mean everything to me. My Brie, she's a good girl. She lives all the way in Minnesota, and she's a horse. She works with horses and stuff like that, and she's such a good soul. And like literally, her dad passed away a couple months before mine did, and I was there for her, and then she was there for me, and it was just like, it's such a beautiful thing. Like when I tell you I met the best people, I mean that wholeheartedly from this YouTube channel. And one person walked out of my life, and a couple other people that was, and with that, and I gained a smorgasbord more.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, but I got the good people. I got the good people. Them fuck boys and fuck girls over there, you can keep them.
Well,
I don't care. Keep them. I got rock solid people today, and I know that, and I'm grateful every day. I really am. I wake up like, thank God. And you're right about that cap, putting that cap on those requests, man. That shit was fucking stressful.
mm-hmm.
It really was. Like I was like, oh my God, and I sacrificed my social life to get that, like that. A lot of this channel, it's my heart and my soul. I put my heart, my soul, my blood, my sweat, my tears into this. And a lot of people, this ain't work. I get that. Like if you say something like, oh, this is my job, ha ha ha, this is your job. Yeah, motherfucker, it is, and I'm proud of that. And you know what, you don't sacrifice like this for your job, do you? And if you do, you don't make enough money for slaving away. And you know what, I might have slaved away, and I might have sacrificed a social life, but god damn it, I bet you I helped a fuck ton of people, and I helped my goddamn self.
Yep.
How about that? How about that? I grew so much as a person because of YouTube, because of my YouTube channel. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, it is a job. Yes, there's a lot of work entailed. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize. But guess what? Is it all worth it? Fuck yes. 10 times over. 10 times over. Sometimes it's stressful and you want to rip your fucking hair out and people stress you the fuck out. But I'd rather have that any day of the week than a boring 9 to 5 like I was. I was a manager of a fucking shoe store. You know what I mean? I was a waitress at a fucking concert venue. A bartender, I mean. You know? That was not fulfilling. Was I in the best shape of my life because I was walking 5 miles a day, going to get people's shoes and smelling people's stinky feet and fitting people's bunion fucking feet shoes with shoes, like, yeah.
Stop. No.
Did I help people? Yeah, that was helping people. But now I can reach people all around the world and hopefully help somebody every day. I hope I help one person a day. If I help one person a day, I'm living my best life.
Hey, shout out to Tawaka, tip $5. Appreciate you, man. Hands down.
Thank you.
But here's the thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure with the reach that you have, if you really, really missed the whole stinky feet thing, I'm sure somebody would accommodate you. So.
Lord. No thanks.
Exactly, no, Skulls. You're correct. That's what. Yeah, people don't understand the time and energy that goes into any type of entertainment. It's not easy. Like I say it a million times. For example, today is a perfect example. I worked my regular job after getting my kids to school, right? So I get up, get them out the door to school, make sure they have their my daughter, my littlest one has a uniform, all that stuff. We do all that. She goes on the bus and I take about 15 minutes and then I clock into work. Yeah, I work from home, but I am working. During my 8 to 5, right? I'm
Uh-huh.
networking, responding, all that stuff, but I'm actually working. And then I get off at 5. Truth goes live at 4. So I'm modding for him and I'm working, right? So I'm overlapped a little bit there. I get off of his live stream and what, 35, 40 minutes later, we're live.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, and then it's consistent. And actually, right after we get off here, I have to go pick up my daughter from her job. She gets
Oh.
off, and I have to leave here about 9 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay. So 15 minutes. I'm looking at some of the comments here. Antonio, the emojinator, uh, asked if what heritage I was, and Krista answered she's American Italian, and he goes never heard her say anything like ciao, tutti sono, no, like we said like kulu, and
Oh yeah, afangul.
like
Afangul.
kiss my gulu, van fan kulu. Yeah, I know all the curse words.
Yeah.
But I want to one day go to Sicily, where my family's from. Like my great grandmother came from Alamena, Sicily, and she was the best woman ever. She lived to be 100 years old, and from 1896 to 1996. I was 16 when she died. So just that she died a month after her 100th birthday. So, it I I love my great grandmother, and my grandmother died when I was 21, and I've not been the same since. Like, I miss her daily. She was one of the best. My great grandmother didn't barely speak English. She spoke English, but very broken English,
Yeah,
because they
what's the
came
matter,
over.
you? What's the matter, you?
what, what are you talking about, eh? No, they basically had to escape Mussolini during the World War II, and Hitler and all that. They were really oppressed. That's the people were actually dying. People were in fear of their life,
Mm-hmm.
and so they fled and came over here seeking asylum. Italian refugees, and when my family came to America, they were treated like Italians were treated like
Like shit.
trash.
Like trash. Yep. I was about to say that. I was
Yeah,
waiting on your a breath so I could say that, and you said it. So there. By the
yeah,
way,
they were.
my mother's entire family is Italian.
Yeah, like
Full
they
blown
were
Italian.
literally, they were, called wops without papers, and they were called dagos, and the N word and everything else. It was really bad.
Well,
And
Jen, do you know Parma, Ohio?
oh yeah, I sure
Okay.
do.
You know Snow Road?
Yep.
Okay, so the very first house that was ever built on Snow Road was my grandmother's house. My great grandma.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's cool.
her husband built it for her. They were buried so far back that they were like had mean faces, like mean mugging, because it was a
Oh
serious.
yeah.
It was, and she was
Yeah.
16. She was
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, she didn't know she was pregnant because they don't talk about that.
No.
She thought she was sick, and then all of a sudden, like her pregnancy was really short because she found out way late. But they had the mean mugging because it's a serious thing and you have serious faces. Um, but yeah, she just she passed away. She was like 90. They've been living around to about 90s, 95, 98, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Truth, what's up?
Hey, Truth. Next time I'm in Atlanta, I got to see that, man.
You
You know?
should. You should.
I know.
Oh,
I
oh.
love Atlanta, dude. I want to live there so bad. That air is so clean. I say that about everywhere I go, though. I'm like, I want to live there. Get me out of Ohio, please.
Well, we're coming. That's the intention. We're coming to Virginia, in November, for
Are
the
you?
beatbox competition. Yeah, he's gonna perform.
Oh no, shit.
Well, he's not gonna
We should all
beatbox.
see. We should go see Carly.
Yeah, Carly's there, and then Kitty Clemente. She's there, And
Oh,
then
cool. Yeah.
Ben T, we're gonna meet him. He's there. He's actually hosting it with Lakota, who's one of the ones that I had a podcast with. He's the online world beatbox champion. So
That's fucking awesome. I love that beatboxing stuff, man. I'm so like enamored by those guys. I'm just like, how did they do that? It's like Michael Winslow from Police Academy. That's just the bee's knees, man. I love it.
he said he's gonna pull up on you when he goes back home because he's from Ohio. So am I,
Yeah.
but I don't go back there. So
You're welcome to my city, you guys, man. I welcome you guys with open arms.
I might just go there
Man,
just for shits and giggles. I mean, I'm sure I have relatives there, but I don't talk to anybody except my mother, and then every once in a while my dad. He'll text me and I'll text him back, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got is my mom, and now I live with her, so I see her all the time.
Yeah.
Which is great.
The shit that your mom does that annoys you, remembers. There will be a day where you're gonna wish for those little annoyances back. Like I'd give anything for like a coffee spoon to be sitting out on the counter.
Yep.
I used to yell at my dad about that all the time. Like, God damn it!
Exactly.
Why can't you just rinse the fucking spoon off? The sink is right here, but no, you stir your coffee and you throw the spoon on the counter after I just cleaned it. And I would give anything that back.
What she did to me today is she was, for some reason, like I clock into work and I go to start work and then I'm like, man, I want something to eat. So we talk, me and her, because the kids aren't there. It's like, hell yes. And she was trying to put away some of the Wii equipment that she brought from my old house, which is her house that she owns, her old one. And she's trying to put it in this insanely huge entertainment center that's like the size of a room. And there's all these drawers, and she's like, I'll find space for it. And she pulls out this bag. She's like, what's even in here? She looks in it. There's snow globes you can put a picture in, right? She goes, why do I even have these? Obviously, I'm not using them. She goes, you know what? She goes, I'm going to put it back in here. So when I die, someone else can take care of this crap.
Yeah.
And they could go through my stuff, and she's like, it's your problem, not mine. So she just stuffed it back in the drawer.
No.
I'm like, I just thought that was the cutest thing in the entire world. Like, I'm just going to put these random snow globes you can put pictures in back here so that someone else can deal with them when I kick the bucket. Like, what?
Yeah, yes.
What's up, Larry?
What's up, Larry?
But no, I mean, it's just, I appreciate, she's like the one family that I have, right?
Your mama is rock solid, man. She really is. Like, I'm really, like, that's why you could tell you're good people,
Yeah,
you could
she
tell.
did. Yeah, it's her. It's all her. Blame it all on her. Everything that's wonderful about me, blame on her. Everything that's crappy, blame on me.
I will, man. I will. Give it up to mama there.
Well, she also knows who you are. And she had seen your channel when I first was like, well, do you know so-and-so? Don't you know so-and-so? Because I ended up modding for like everybody. And she's like, I know her. I know I've seen her. And I'm like, guess what? I know her. No. Yes.
Yes, Mom. Yes.
Which is why I put her on the phone. That's why I was like, see? Proof. Ha ha ha. Vindicated, Mom.
See, man, I just think I think it's so cool how, like, I just want people to know that I'm like the most down-to-earth human being that you'd ever meet. I'd give you the shirt off my back, if you needed it. And I'm who I say I am. And, I fear for a lot of people who get wrapped up in these YouTube channels and, they think that, that these people might be good people, but then it turns out that they're not. And I do genuinely feel bad for people like that because they're easily persuaded and just gullible. And I want to fight against the toxic influencers of the world today, where no, not all of us are perfect. We're not photoshopped. We don't, it's, I don't know, girl. It's so much. There's so much that I can go over, but we have such a short time left on here that I'm just hella grateful. I really am. I'm hella grateful that I was given this opportunity. That I have to say that COVID. Thanks, thanks COVID for taking two of the jobs that I was very proud of doing. And I was a key holder and a manager of that shoe store. I was very proud of what all happened, in such a short time. I advanced so much. So I was really good at my job, and, well, whatever. I like this better. I think it gives me more reach to tell my story and show people a healing journey. You can go from beginning to end on my channel and watch the transformation. That's called a glow up. One hell
Yes.
of a glow up. If you want to experience what a glow up is, watch my channel from the very beginning, August 2020, and watch exactly what happens when you heal and when you're once a codependent person, abused and just in a shitty situation, and then boom, there's a catalyst, there's a tipping point, and a freedom. It was a parole date, per se. And boy, oh boy, what a great transformation. And even my friend, one of my dear friends who I've known for, God, 20 years, Jason, he says, I cannot believe your transformation from what you once were to where you are today, girl. He goes, fuck me. He goes, every person I come into contact with, I show him your channel, and he's got pictures of me from way back in the day, and he's like, he shows people what I used to look like, and I've even thrown my mug shots up there, like, look what I used to look like, you guys. And he was like, your transformation is just ridiculous. He goes, and I said, look, man, I don't know what happened. I just know that I healed and I got better and I became a better person, and I became more compassionate, just a more loving human being all around, because of what I've been through. I'm not scorned. I don't hate people, all that. All right, girl, hold on a sec. All right. My mother was calling, sorry. Speak of the devil, and she may call. All right, so go get your kid. Thank you for having me on.
Well, I just want to say one last thing, and I will leave it be. There's a
All
reason
right.
that that's the right picture. That's why I was so excited that you're like, yes, that's the one I want. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason that I kept wanting to put Sia on my story,
Yeah.
because who you are is amazing, and I know that we all love you. I love you as a friend. I am honored and lucky to call you my friend, and you know,
Likewise.
honestly, I how the hell did I even get here? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
to see just how, knowing your story and to see where you are and who you are and hear you speak, it matters. And I appreciate you taking the time to do it here, and to come back and hang out with me again. Um,
100. I'll do it over and over again. I don't care.
but
I'll do it.
I love you to pieces. I know you got your mom calling, and I got to go get my appreciative teen. Yeah. I love my kids, but Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm praying
All
right
right,
now.
love.
But y'all have a good night. I'm gonna drop the outro in a second. I'll drop a comment. If you don't know who Jen is, what the fuck? Like, just check the description. It's in there. But everybody have a good night.
Thank you, guys. You're amazing, Kat, and I love you.
I love you back. All right, we're out.